Yeah, I like it.
All right, next question comes in from Joe Bresnan.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He's from New Zealand.
I'm the worst with these names. I don't know why I'm the host of this part.
That's fine.
Anyways, he says, hey guys, digging the podcast. My question is in regards to the ad-lib segment at the end of episode 7 and is somewhat twofold. Franchise was your Professor Owen Wilson, and as a follow-up, your impressions of people are always enjoyable. Can you each give us your best impression? Love following what you guys do from down here in New Zealand. Respect and peace. So if listeners aren't clear, sometimes you got to listen to the end of these, because when I edit these together, I'll drop in like an Easter egg from our pre-taping when we're like testing out the mic and everything, and sometimes you'll find a gem in Franchise. You dropped a gem a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah. One of my old professors who was a terrible person used to say that. Throw some mud at the wall and see what sticks. And he would also say, you need to turn your cat around. And we'd be like, what are you talking about? And he would be like, well, if you're petting your cat the wrong way, you're going to ruffle its fur. You need to turn your cat around.
This is outrageous.
Pet it the right way. Yeah, I was talking about my professor in college who said, you need to turn your cat around.
Which I still don't understand.
It's just he was an old guy. It was a weird phrase, I guess. And he overused it in class, and everyone was like, oh my God, this guy's a loon. The professor was not Owen Wilson. His name was Dr. Barstow. Anyone who went to my school in the program I went to would know about Dr. Barstow's class. That's a bit of a throwback. But thanks for the question. What is your best impression, Harmon?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I think I do a really good British accent.
Okay.
But not a proper British accent, like more of a Cockney, common man. Like, all right, listen, I'm not going to, look, I don't want to get into this whole thing right now, but we're going to go down to the pub and it's going to be a time, I might throw some fists. That's all I'm saying.
Aye.
I don't want to get it. Yeah, you got to do a little bit of that. Also, I did my old roommate back in Virginia. We used to. This is a real peek behind the curtain into my personality, but so growing up, like my mom and my mom and my sister used to watch this musical Evita, which featured Madonna.
Okay.
But the soundtrack is just killer.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like the movie. All right. I used to watch it with them, and then my old roommate, and she was a female, and she was into musicals. We were just friends. Just to be clear, we were friends. We had another roommate too. Quite a company, the three of us there together during this experience. But anyways, so we all used to watch this musical together then too. And Antonio Banderas plays a character in there, and I like to think I did a pretty good Antonio Banderas.
Give it to us.
I don't know if I could do it.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
That's what I feel like.
So I don't know. I can't do it right now. I'm gonna laugh. Who are some other impressions? I mean, my Gelhar is pretty good.
Oh gosh, give us your Wisconsinite. Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
Gotta get some more coffee,
Gotta go down to the UPS store and send out a package.
This is terrible audio.
All right, I have a couple.
Do you have? Listen,
I'm
actually good at this. I'm not good.
I have a couple of good ones. Growing up, you might remember a sketch comedy show called In Living Color that was big in the 90s. Jim Carrey, that's where he got his start, and he played this character called Fire Marshal Bill, and he would go into classrooms and be the fire marshal teaching kids about fire safety and stuff, but he would always set the curtains on fire and fall into the fish tank and be a mess. And he'd be preaching his thing, and he'd curl his upper lip on his teeth, and he'd be like, "Hey kids, let me show you something. Let me show you something." And I would just do that. You take out your Zippo, you flick your wick, and boom, there goes Yoko on a moped.
It's a light. You whip out your Zippo, you flick your wick. Somebody says, "Look, it's Yoko Ono on a moped," and boom! You're off to the races.
That's a line he would do, and I would rehearse that. I would do that in front of my family, and they would just lose it. Let me show you something. That's Fire Marshal Bill. And I got one more. Okay. I've been doing more recently, the AM news guy who's a little loony. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. This is my favorite.
So it's and we're back. It's 4:05 in the PM on Wednesday afternoon on the West Coast, and you're listening to the Fantasy Hipsters Podcast. What's going on? That's some people think it's the clown from The Simpsons.
It does sound like
Krusty the Clown. Like that. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's just supposed to be like a crazy AM news.
It sounds a lot like a James Coe.
What I mean, I don't think so.
Fantasy freaks and geeks.
I mean, a little bit, I guess, but those
What's
are.
up? You're listening to James Coe, the NFL Fantasy Live podcast. Oh, by the way, we got a full house here today.
You do a good co.
Well, I mean, I got to listen to him enough. All right, I'm sweating, so we need to keep it moving.
Those are our impressions. They were horrible, but I hope you guys like those.
Yeah, what a terrible segment. If you're still listening to the podcast, thank you so much.
They're hipsters, but I'm way more hipper.